What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about tied-on Hondas. Technically, we're going to talk about all the different kind of Hondas we offer, but we're going to break these down, what you need them for, when they are applicable, and why you would get a certain one for a certain job. Let's jump right into it. 310 EDU is a collection of instructional videos designed to further your skills in horsemanship, stockmanship, and ranch roping, whether you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced. We offer the best, most in-depth roping shot instructionals on the internet. Our goal with our instructional content is to help you further your skills the best we can. I personally credit a huge portion of my success to the ability to analyze and break down my good shots along with my bad shots. We want to share this breakdown process with you in the hopes you'll learn as much from the footage as we have. As always, guys, thanks for your support, and we'll see you in the next video. Is a tied-in Honda. I prefer a tied-in Honda on all of my polys or my nylons. I prefer a rawhide or a paracord Honda on my cottons. So personally, I like my Hondas about this size, about palm size, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen those videos. We put a plastic speed burner on every single rope because they do not wear out as fast as the rawhide Hondas or the rawhide burners. If you live in a wet climate, if you doctor a lot in the mud, those rawhide burners you'll burn straight through them. So we do these on everything. They're not really as cool looking, but they last longer, and that's more important to me when we're talking about a tool, right? I don't really care what my tool looks like as long as it does the job. So I'm going to link a video below on how I tie a rope. We're going to go start to finish. I'm going to show you the Matthew Walker knot. I'm going to show you the Honda. I'm going to show you how to stretch it if you're at home and how to pop that speed burner on if you break your rope. In my personal opinion, if you're a working cowboy or you day work or whatever, if you consider yourself a cowboy and you don't know how to tie a Honda in the end of your rope, we need to learn how to do that. So check that link out below. It's breakaway option number 1 is a tied-on Honda. So basically how this works is your rope goes through this hole, you're going to tie a Matthew Walker knot, and then it clips onto your rope, and then when you go to the horn, it breaks away. This one works exactly the same. This is called a Hero, but it clips onto your rope. So those are your two options. Personally, I don't have a favorite between the two. I like them both. I like the fact that this one can clip on and you can take it on and off, but I like how this one feels on my rope. So they're both the same. If you're a person that ropes a lot of cattle, but you like to breakaway rope too, this is a great option for you. The Hero Breakaway Honda snaps on, snaps off. You don't have to cut any ropes or anything. If you have a dedicated rope for your breakaway stuff, the Black Magic is also a great option. We offer both of these over at 310ranchlife.com. You can check them out. We have tie-to-rope options where we'll tie this right to your rope. So basically, guys, these are for practicing. These Hondas are for practicing. They're for throwing shots, not wearing out your practice calves. If you're gathering and you want to practice throwing your shots because you got stuck in the drags in the back or whatever, these are great options for that. So you can check these out at 310ranchlife.com. Our next two options we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about a rawhide braided Honda and we're going to talk about a paracord braided Honda. The only thing that I would say about these two is this Honda, the paracord, is going to perform better in the water. These add a little bit of weight to your rope. They're really cool looking. They're braided really nice. Brad Tarp braids our Hondas, and they're just really cool Hondas. They do really well on the wax cottons. Those wax cotton, the tied-in Hondas will twist sometimes just the nature of that rope. It's really cool for that. Dad and Abby both love these Hondas on their polys as well. They add a little bit of weight. I personally like a tied-in Honda, but a lot of people love these. Because they swivel around the rope, these are going to cause less figure eights than a tied-in Honda. So keep that in mind. If that's something you're interested in, if you struggle with the figure eight a lot, you might want to try one of these. The paracord's really cool. We have several different colors, but the rawhides are awesome as well. Once again, if you're going to be in wet, muddy conditions, I would not go with a rawhide because it'll make it soft and kind of warp it. But if you're in a dry climate or if it's a dry season for you guys, these are great options. Check them out. The next two we're going to talk about are our metal Hondas. So we have a metal 3/8 or 5/16. All that means is the size of this hole. So if it's a 5/16, it's going to go on a 5/16 or a 9.0 millimeter rope. If you have a 3/8 scant or bigger, you're going to need a 3/8 Buckaroo metal Honda. Then we also have the Brannaman Honda. These are very popular for horse ropes. We sell them on our horse ropes if you've ever purchased one of those from 310ranchlife.com. And the reason why these are great is they are a quick release Honda, meaning the second you take slack off of your rope, it's gonna, like you give the rope a little bit of slack, it's going to release your loop a little bit. This makes it great for roping horses. What you don't want when you rope a horse is for your tied in Honda to get kind of contorted or twisted or whatever and kind of lock down on the horse. You want to be able to release really quickly because everybody knows pressure and release is a huge deal when training horses. So these two options are great if you're going to be roping horses. I would say my warning to you, if you're going to be roping cattle with a metal Honda, if your rope wears out where that knot is and that rope breaks, this Honda turns into a projectile. I've seen them shoot through 10 barns, like the wall of a barn. If it broke, it'll shoot through there. Additionally, it's a quick release. And typically when I rope a calf, I don't want anything to release. I want to have him. So if I throw a heel shot with a metal Honda and my horse kind of gets out of shape or something and I throw slack in my rope and this thing releases too much, I'm going to lose my heel shot. So keep that in mind. I would not suggest roping a lot of cattle with these metal Hondas. These are typically used for roping horses. So if you rope a lot of horses, check out our metal Honda options over at 310ranchlife.com. You can find the horse rope under the nylons and blends section. It's a triple extra soft tracer in a 45 or a 60. We got them in 5/16 and 3/8 scants, whatever you prefer. But they're all going to come with this Brannaman Honda on them. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. This video, again, is brought to you by 310edu.com. Go check out the summer sale. Use this code below to get 50% off your membership, and I'll see you in the next one.